either baker, commercial or hobby. It's a famous brand. So here we are here with Chef Steve. I'll let him introduce himself as we continue to go on. Welcome.
Okay, my name is Stephen Ndambuki, the technical advisor Puratos Kenya, and according to what he has just said, we are going to do Diana, the powder cream. We have issues the process, that is from mixing to frosting. So we are going to address the issue of the particles, the sugar particles, the packaging, and the smoothness of the cream.
So a couple of issues were raised regarding the Puratos Diana. There are a few bakers. Renee Abigail has a question, which Chef Steve, the technical advisor from Puratos, as he has said, will address. Question number one is, why does this whipping cream have sugar-like particles that do not dissolve? We'll showcase that practically. We'll see we have cakes here, we have a mixer here, we have a variety of tools, we have a scale, a mixing bowl. This is ice water, since it's relevant for mixing powder whipping cream. We'll explain further.
Yeah.
We have a couple of tools here. We have
the palette knife, the saw knife, the spatula. For those who like chocolate, the best one.
And the cream that is going to, the output of the cream is going to be used to decorate the cakes.
Yeah.
Another question that Renee Abigail raised is, the cream does not whip as smooth as other powder whipping creams brands. We'll also address that.
Also cover that one.
Yes. As we continue,
it's a process issue. So we are going to mix it, and during mixing we are going to understand where the problems are arising.
Excellent. So we start
with scaling. We are going to scale 200 grams of the powder cream with 200 grams of with 320 grams of cold water. So we start.
Up to?
That's 200 grams of the powder.
You're adding anything else?
Sorry?
You're adding anything else?
No, not adding anything else. Then we scale water, 320 grams. $320 grams.
Just a little. That's it.
That's 320 grams. We start with the liquids.
Just a moment, someone is asking. What is the ratio of water and powder? The ratio of water to powder.
Ratio of water to powder. 1 kg of the powder to 1,600 grams of water.
To
1,600 grams of water. So here is what we are having: water and the cream. We're going to mix for 2 minutes, slow speed. So while mixing, the sugar particles are going to dissolve in the liquid, and then we are going to have a smooth or porridge-like texture of the mixture. Then from that point, we are going to whip at high speed for another 5 to 8 minutes, depending the speed of the machine. These are 2 minutes. Slow speed. 2 minutes slow speed. And this is how it looks like. So we just dissolve the particles. So we are going to whip at high speed from this point for 5 to 8 minutes. So it should depend with your machine. The slow is going to mix for longer time. If it's fast, we're going to mix for 5 to 8 minutes.
fast speed,
Slow speed or
then fast.
fast speed for 5 to 8 minutes. So you got the second stage.
Unaona kama sisi Alimia data. Alafu andika jina lingine. Andika ni Puratos Diana.
We scrape down.
Chef Steve, someone is asking, does it have to be ice cold water?
Between 5 and 10 degrees.
Between 5 and 10 degrees. Pardon? How many minutes?
6 minutes. For 6 minutes.
Chef Steve, someone is asking, is it advisable to add corn flour to stabilize?
No. There's got some stabilizers in it, so it might interfere with the structure of the cream that you're going to get. So we are going to add colors in our cream. We have the Puratos powder color from Topserve. Going to dissolve it, and then we add the cream. So we're going to add water.
What is the what temperature is the water?
It should be at room temperature. And why are we dissolving? Why are we not using it directly? Those people who do use the food color, the way it is in particles. So once you use it directly, add it to the cream, you will see the cream turning the color. But after a few minutes after decoration or after frosting the cake, you start seeing particles on the decoration, simply because you do not dissolve the powder color in a liquid. So you add the cream using the spatula. These spatulas are found in Topserve. There we are. With the cream, no particles in it, simply because it dissolved the food color. Then do the same with a different color. You have the pink color. Here it is. Add in the liquid. Then we dissolve the food color. Make sure the particles are well dissolved before you add in the cream. Just like when you're using gel, it's in liquid, so it's easier to work with. Now you have the powder, so we dissolve it first and then you add the cream. Have our cream ready.
Nimeona na connect. Sasa mtu nini? To connect. Msaidie mic moja. Ni chaja mwana. Ni chaja. Tipsy. Ndio. Chamboni kuendelea hapo. Na kama ita respond. Oh, someone had a problem. He says, or she says, she's called Dija. Dija says, lately she has had two problems with the powder whipping cream. The first one, it stabilized after a few minutes, it became watery. What might have been the what?
minutes before.
It stabilized after a few minutes, it became watery. So what might she have done wrong? And the second one, all right.
Okay, she mixed for a very low time. Once we mix, we made sure that we dissolve the particles. Then at high speed, between the first 2 minutes, the cream is like it's stable, but it's not ready for use. So you mix for extra 4 minutes or 5 minutes so that it can be stable. When it's stable, like if you look at this one, it will not like melt. So you have to be patient, mix properly until it's ready for use.
And the second problem, it is not smooth as the liquid one. So should someone expect that the powder whipping cream should be as smooth as or have the same texture as the liquid whipping cream?
It should have the same texture as the liquid cream. So once you whip, as I've said, after 2 minutes at high speed, it looks like it's ready. It's not ready. It still has those particles. That's why we insist to whip more for 5 to 6 more minutes. Then it will be ready, smooth like the other one.
So they have to whip fast for slow speed 2 minutes, fast speed
5 to 8 minutes, fast speed.
All right. And for someone who is just starting out with powder whipping cream, what would you say about the temperature to use during the whole process? The temperature of water.
Water.
Yes.
Okay. The temperature of water should be 5 to 10 degrees. But I'll insist that you have 5 degrees. Reason being, the powder cream you're getting it from the shelf. You're not checking it.
Pardon?
Sorry. So once you add it there, the liquid, that is water or milk, it raises the temperature of the liquid. So once you whip it, the temperature of the cream is at the room temperature, and then you have the liquid at 10 degrees, then it raises up to around 10, to around 15 and above. That means your cream will not be smooth enough, or it will be like more liquidish after whipping. To avoid that, make sure that you whip at very low temperatures. You have the water at low temperature, that is between 5 and 7. Because if you look even at the liquid creams, you are advised to whip it between 5 and 7 degrees. And remember, 5 to 7 degrees, and you are not adding any other powder cream in it. Is the way it is.
Okay.
That's to ensure that the structure that you're going to get from that cream is stable enough to be used in frosting. So to avoid the powder cream from like dissolving again after whipping, make sure that the temperature of the liquid that you are using are low. That's between 5 and 7 degrees. If you get it lower than that, better for you.
And Wangari Karanja asks, can it remain firm even for a long distance like other creams? Think traveling and transporting the cake.
Yeah, it will depend on the temperatures. If you are traveling the cake, it's like cream with cream frosting. It will depend where you are going, the temperatures, the cup, and the place that you are taking the cake. So if the car is warm inside, you expect it to melt. Because liquid cream like any other liquid. So the way you can travel with either Biante, Whippack, or Pristine, the same characteristics that they have is the same characteristics that the powder cream will have when transporting the cake.
Iko sawa. Nataka kutumia hiyo. Ni kama nifanye recording hapa kwanza. Ndio kama So Steve, how will you compare the texture of the powder whipping cream compared to the liquid one?
It's almost the same.
And just as you have used water to mix powder whipping cream, to mix powder food color, when someone is using gel food color, do they have to add water?
No. It's already in liquid form.
Okay.
Still again, you can use glycerin to dissolve the powder cream.
Or the same way you used water?
Yes.
Donald Njeru asks, for how long can the cream last in the fridge?
5 days.
5 days stable.
Yes.
So as you are responding to Dijaba, she says she used the same process you used, but after a few minutes or an hour in the fridge, it became watery. Actually, it was like this before she started exploring it. What might have happened?
The liquid she used.
What do you mean?
The temperature of the liquid that she
Oh,
used.
the temperature. Speaker. Sasa nataka tutazame kwanza kama ina function. Nitakurecord.
So we are using merit piping bag from Topserve and a nozzle 2D from Topserve.
Nilikuwa na notify hiyo ni teknolojia.
Na sprinkles zinaweza tumika. Sprinkles.
Chef Steve, as you continue, Nuru is asking, can I freeze the remaining cream?
No.
No?
Refrigerate. No.
Or you refrigerate?
In a chiller or in a fridge, not a freezer.
Not a freezer. She should chill.
Yeah.
What if she decides to keep in the fridge? What is she supposed to do when she decides to use it again?
From the chiller,
Uh-huh.
you whip it again, and then you use it.
So after she has stored it in the fridge,
For
she
4 days,
uh-huh.
you need to take it back to the whipping machine. Then you whip again for like 1 minute, and then 1 or 2 minutes ready to use.
1 or 2 minutes.
Before in that process, when you put in the fridge, when you remove it from the fridge, it has air bubbles, so it won't allow you to go and eat. So the best. Then you do the other package, and then you add.
So Chef Steve, you have said that Nuru is supposed to whip the cream again when she decides to use it.
Yeah.
Is the procedure the same?
No, not the same. Only 1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Tunajaribu kutumia I think it's working. I think I need to, this button needs to be pressed until it turns green. Inasikika. So she needs to whip it. She needs to whip the cream. She needs to whip the imechelewa. Tunaweza peana update ya sisi kama tutafanya leta mfano.
We'll be having so you're planning on the demo with the thank you for reading.
Iko 15%. Tutakuona kama hata tuwezi weka.
Going to use a disposable piping bag with a nozzle 1M, all from Topserve.
Kuna mtu anauliza how did we mix?
How we mixed. We took the powder, 200 grams, cold water, 320 grams. Then we dissolved at low speed using a merit machine from Topserve, 2 minutes, and then it was porridge-like. From there, we whipped at high speed for 6 good minutes. So the cream that we made in total was 520 grams. That's a combination of the powder and the liquid. In liquid, you can use either milk or water. So 200 grams of the powder we used to decorate the 2 cakes. This and this. That means it will give you more volume compared to the one that you buy in liquid form. Secondly, it's easier to store it because you store it on the shelves. What you need is only the liquids. For those who say that the particles are not dissolving, it's only a matter of whipping for longer time, and then the particles will dissolve. If you store the cream, if you have an excess of the cream and then you store it in the fridge for 5 days, it will not go bad. If you want to use it, you just whip it for another 2 minutes and then to be good to use.
Alafu kuna
niangalie
mwingine
nyingine za
anauliza,
Puratos.
and what makes it runny even after using correct measurements?
The liquid. If the liquid is not cold enough, it will be runny. Ensure that the liquid is cold enough. It won't be runny.
What will you say about the piping tips that have been used for the different cakes?
The piping tips, we use 2D in this one and 1M in this one. Those are the tips that you can use them in frosting and on cakes, and you can use them in frosting muffins or cupcakes. They are the best. The two of them are the best. Plus the floral one. Don't have the one.
Do you know the number?
TSL 124.
Tuonyeshe hapa hivi. Karibisha.
You can still use it in muffins or on cakes. They are the best one. So you can choose to use them. Because now this tip, if I use the tip, if I use the small tip, you won't see the effect or the side effect of using the cream when you are frosting cupcake. Because the small tips, the cream will just mask on top of the cake. So you know whether it's going to fall or it's going to stand. When you're using these big tips, it's going to stand alone the way it is, and it won't like melt down.
Florence Sewe, probably she has caught us late. She says she has tried Puratos powder a few times, but it's always grainy.
Green.
Grainy. Particles, she can feel the particles. How can she get it smooth without the sugar grains?
Just the way I've said. Take the powder, mix the liquid. Then at slow speed, you run the cream for 2 minutes. That way you'll be dissolving the particles. After, you whip at high speed for 5 to 8 minutes. And the particles, after frosting the cake, you won't see them. There are those people who think after whipping for 2 minutes high speed, the cream is stable now. It's not. After like 3 more minutes, when you keep it outside, it's like dissolving, or it's like becomes more runny. The best thing is that after the 2 minutes, when it shows you that it's ready, it's not ready, whip for another 5 minutes, and then the cream will be stable enough.
For bakers who might have clients who have allergic conditions, does Diana whipping cream have any specific dietary considerations or allergens?
It will depend.
Uh-huh.
Is the customer a vegetarian, or which condition do you need?
What type of people does it favor? Or
It will favor all the people, but if it's a vegetarian, you go to the vegetarian. Like Abiante is a vegetarian. So that will solve that problem. Then I would say it's a vegetarian cream, but the particles that it has is less, so you can't say that it doesn't have side effects. It might have.
Rahis George anauliza, I'm late here. What were the proportions?
200 grams of the powder and 300 grams and 20 for the liquid.
so, as you said, the ratio is 1,000, 1
One
kg.
is 1.6.
Right.
One is the powder, 1.6 is the liquid.
Are there any special precautions or storage requirements for unused portions of Diana whipping cream?
Yeah. After you get the portion that you want, seal it back and then put it on the shelf. Don't leave it open.
How long will it stay?
Can stay even for an year. But if you leave it open, it won't stay for long.
Although this may be, you might be repeating, but can the Diana whipping cream be frozen for future use without compromising its quality? And
You
for
can't freeze it,
uh-huh.
you just chill it. Refrigeration, not freezing.
Refrigeration? No
Don't
refrigeration.
Put it in the freezer.
Chill it.
Chill it.
And how does Diana whipping cream perform when used in conjunction with fondant or gum paste decorations? Can they be used together in the same cake?
No.
Or
Remember,
what
it has
will
a
be the
liquid.
effect?
So the fondant will absorb the water in the cream, and then it will be like that falling off or peeling off of the cake.
Are there any specific tips that should be considered when using Diana whipping cream that are not relevant for other types of whipping creams? Are there specific tips of usage that are specific to Diana whipping cream only as powder?
No,
that you should.
they are more or less the same, because even if it's whisking to whisk, same case applies to other cream. If it's chilling, it's only that you don't chill the powder. You are chilling the cream once it's mixed with the liquid. The liquid that you're going to use is cold, same as the cream that you're going to use. When it's, you first chill it before you whip it. Same case applies to the liquid that you're going to use in Diana. So there's no special tips.
So, how long does it take to whip the